This is Paul. Yeah. Just so I know, when defrauding the state in the United States of its actual money, yeah, public money, in the aid or deception, yes, the color of the law. Yes. Um, there seemed to be some suppressing of evidence when I was on trial. Well, in Squim, yeah, and in Brennan. Now, so we know. Where was I at on December 31st? I was on the bus. Poosh. I was sending emails at the Port Angeles Public Library. Was there any evidence that was suppressed that I should have received because it was obtained illegally? Maybe a traffic citation. I mean, I received it, but it was obtained illegally. Yes. That's not the actual form that you use, but I think that the petitioner not appearing in court, yes, she was just too busy doing her teacher work. I think there's some other evidence that was presented because it was obtained illegally. Yes. Did you submit a mental health evaluation? I mean, the actual verdict of incompetence. Was that obtained legally or illegally? Well, let's consider it. Yes. I wasn't in Squim. Right. And you refused to admit the evidence that I wasn't there. The protection order itself is fraudulent, yes, and it violates the repeal of the Morgan Act. Ouch! The evidence that was obtained illegally for the incompetence verdict of myself. Yeah. You had to have a mental health evaluation. Yeah. Is that evidence admissible? Ouch! Now let's say I wasn't in Brennan. I was making videos in front of the Masonic Temple. Yeah. The evidence used against me was the professional person's opinion of myself. Yep. Was that legal to do that? Now, I would say that the bills of attainder, known as incompetent to stand trial, yes, were because of the illegally obtained mental health evaluations. Yes. Because the Port Angeles Police Department didn't want to admit that I was in Port Angeles on June 16th of 2017. They had the evidence. Ouch! And the Port Angeles Police Department didn't want to admit that I was in Port Angeles on December 31st of 2015 because I was in the library, I was at the homeless shelter, and I was on the bus. Yeah. So I would say that the illegally obtaining of mental health evaluations, yes, is a bill of attainder because it's used to issue court orders, yes, known as the dismissal of the case for incompetence. I'm suing you. Now, for the idiots in there right now, the illegally obtained mental health evaluations because of the refusal to admit the evidence. Now, the evidence of the, what's it called again? Sealed confidential envelopes. Since I was in the jurisdiction of the Superior Court of Guam on July 8th of 2011, did my wife admit to the court any evidence that was illegally obtained? Now, I would have said that if it had been given to the court on Guam, yes, it's possible that it could have been admitted, depending upon exactly what the Guam judiciary, yes, interpreted as being. Yeah. But when you admit evidence during a protection order hearing, was it illegally obtained evidence considering your civil court jurisdiction of the subject matter, known as the parties, the minors, yeah, and the protection order, and its meaning of the mental health evaluation treatment if recommended. Now, I would say that you can't admit any sealed confidential info illegally obtained. Now, let's look at the child support order. Right now. Was there any evidence admitted to the court, yes, as a need for me to pay child support for my 5 sons, where the actual documentation was intended to defraud the United States of its taxation known as public monies? Yeah. Did I know that? As a job, he did know